Hey, what's up? This is Spider Prime 1 back in with another Transformers video review. Alright, this time I am looking at Fall of Cybertron, Generations, what have you, Voyager class Grimlock. And this is the Voyager that I wanted to get when they announced that they were going to start doing Voyagers. Excuse me. Um, I knew that they were in a deluxe heavy line that they were eventually going to do Voyagers. And when I saw the lineup, it said Soundwave, Sound Blaster, and then they only had one for the Series 2 slot. Excuse me. And that was Grimlock. And I was like, oh, yes, they're going to get Grimlock, and he's going to be big. And he's the only one who technically, should have a Voyager class figure. Because he actually was bigger than everyone else. Um, he was taller than Optimus. He was taller than Starscream. He was taller than Megatron. Grimlock was huge. So he's actually the only Voyager figure that would fit in perfectly fine with the rest of your War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron figures. Um, whereas Soundwave, Sound Blaster, and Autobot Blaster, not so much. Um, although the G1 toys, Autobot Blaster was, like twice the size of Soundwave, Optimus, and Megatron all together. Um, but that's because his alt mode was bigger than Soundwave's. Anyways, but yeah, I figured in uh, in keeping in with the style of Grimlock, um, his whole big reveal was you stay in robot mode for almost the entirety of his level, and then you just get so mad and so angry and filled with rage that you transform into a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex. I would do a reverse transformation for him. So we're going to talk about the robot mode first, and then go into T-Rex mode. So that's why I have him standing here in his battle-ready pose, and not a T-Rex. Um, so yeah, as you can see, his two accessories are his sword and shield. Um, and the funny thing is, I don't actually, I can't really remember because I haven't played the game in so long. I know you could pull out the shield every now and then when you block the enemies, but I don't think he ever used the sword. I think he just, beat the crap out of people with his fists. I could be wrong, but like I say, I haven't played the game, the story mode, really since it came out. Because I blew through the story mode in like 2 days, and then I haven't really played the story mode since. Um, but nevertheless, I do like the sword and shield combo. Um, the only thing that I would have preferred, I know that the shield is to be game accurate, but I would have preferred kind of a throwback to G1 with it being a sword and a double-barreled gun. I think that would have been a little bit better, a little cooler. I don't know, maybe. Um, but for what we have, I like it. Um, and so in this pose, you can see a lot of the articulation that this figure has. His head, obviously, is on a ball joint, so it can turn, look up, look down. Um, the shoulders are very poseable. Um, and then his elbows go 90 degrees. He can bend at the wrist. It's just a little finicky to get him to do it. Um, the shield can plug on the outside of either arm, um, or you can stick it in either shoulder/hip piece for T-Rex mode, or if you wanted to have him have a shoulder shield and then have it like be the entire length of the arm. And then he has I want to say universal, but that's not right. Just swivel joints at the hip, um, swivel at the thigh, ratchety bends at the knee, and then this is for where his tail and then the leg piece connect, and then his feet can fold in, but not any more out than this, and then no waist. So, but yeah, Grimlock is a really good figure. Really fun to play with. So, let us now click for the PS3 players, click the R2 button and activate Grimlock's Rage Mode, where you slam the sword into the ground. And just go, "Roar! I am Grimlock!" and transform into T-Rex mode. Getting the hips to work is a tricky process. Also, the knee joints are very stiff, so you have to be careful on those. And come in here. And come on. And there you have Grimlock in Dino mode. Lower down here. So yeah, there's T-Rex mode. I like it. I know a lot of people have problems with the really disproportionate tail, but I don't think it looks that bad. And I like how the hips kind of recess into the body. I've seen some people where they leave them out so that the legs can have more movement than just here. But I like that this is there. I like putting them all the way in. It's kind of, I just think it looks better. But yeah, I really like Grimlock's T-Rex mode. And then there's also the added gimmick of pulling on this lever right here. You can kind of get his mouth to open and shut a little bit, but when you pull back all the way, you get the flame breath laser power that comes out of his mouth. So his whole jaw is glowing, his eyes glow, the little rivets here glow, all the plastic around his head glows, this line glows here, and then the Autobot symbol that you can kind of see right here, it glows. So it looks really nice. And then after watching Pia's review and then actually seeing it in person, um, and I only have issue 1 of the War Within series, um, but I do like the fact that they kept in this the Lightning Strike Coalition Autobot faction symbol, with the lightning bolts under the eyes and then the serrated mouth on the Autobot symbol. I think that's cool. Um, I think it's cool that they kept that in there. So it's a reference that I probably would have gotten later on down the road, but I'm glad that he pointed it out so that I could see it and figure it out a lot sooner. I would have thought that just would have been the Dino DYNO bots faction symbol. But like I said, I only have issue 1 of War Within, and since that's a War Within reference, I wouldn't have got it. And then, like I said earlier, you can plug the shield and sword onto the hip pieces here. So, or you don't have to, you can just have them laying off to the side. But I know there are some people who are like, nowadays Transformers have to have a spot for everything, otherwise I get mad. So, there you go. Spots for them. Or, let me see. I want to see if this will work. Will it work? Yes! The dino hand will hold the sword. So, there you go. Grimlock can wield his sword in dino mode. So, I'm Spider Prime 1. This is Grimlock. I'll be back with the last Fall of Cybertron Voyager at the moment, because Blitzwing and Springer aren't out yet. So I'll be back with the last Voyager next time. But for now, I am Spider Prime 1. This is Grimlock. Back with another review. But until then, I'm signing out.